It's time for another Nazca Mummy news update. So get in here. This is Jack with Cosmic Road. I talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please like and subscribe and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Yeah, this was posted by Wixie in reference to Jaime Maussan talking about a finned being that was part of the discovery of the Nazca mummies, and that they have one of these specimens of a being with a fin-like structure on it. And some are wondering if this is like the Virginia being, because we actually have a relic that came from the lab or the citadel. The site where the Nazca mummies were found goes by different names, but yeah, most often called the citadel. But yeah, there's a depiction of what looks like a Virginia being at the Citadel, taken from the Citadel. So people have been wondering, is the finned being something like that? Is it indeed, basically what that representation was of? And I've shared that many times before. Well, Wixie is sharing this skull right here that he says was released as part of the discovery of the Nazca mummies. And I've tried to pin him down on exactly who released it. He believes it was either Joyce or one of the researchers of the Nazca mummies that released this at some point. But we're not exactly sure where or who this came from. But yeah, it does have similarities, especially the nose is very similar, and of course the crest on the top of it very similar. So I would love more information about this. Is this the specimen that Jaime was talking about? Is this, whether it's a Virginia being or not, from the moment of contact case, from the documentary by James Fox, or whether it's some other species. I need more information about this thing. Hopefully they will reveal that in the near future. Can't wait. Meanwhile, very exciting news. Joyce Mantilla drops a teaser on his Instagram. What is this teaser? Okay, I can't have any music. Well, it's him standing on this ridge, looking out. So what does this mean? Well, we've heard that Joyce is going to go to the Citadel. That finally, after years of waiting, that somebody in the Nazca research team, and no better than Joyce. Joyce has been an instrumental part of all of this. Is going to get to go to the Citadel. Now, a couple years ago, Mario, codename Mario, took some researchers to a site that he claimed was the Citadel, and it was this shallow cave in a cliff, and there was nothing there, and it was clearly not the Citadel. It was a bogus location. Love you, Mario, but that was a bogus location. And he was under pressure to bring them to the location, and he was very reluctant to do that. And I don't really blame him for not wanting to take them. I'm surprised that Joyce is finally getting to go. But yeah, this appears to be what this is. This Instagram post by Joyce Mantilla is him teasing him going to the Citadel. Man, I can't wait. The Citadel is like the most intriguing place on Earth, basically. There's Skinwalker Ranch, and then there is the Citadel. Let's go to some images from the Citadel, if I can find them. Where'd they go? Here we go. Here's the pyramid that was supposedly filmed at the Citadel. This very intriguing structure. It's got alien writing on it. Is this legit? Is this actually a pyramidal structure that was found at a tomb where the Nazca mummies were found? Could this be an artifact from their civilization? So many questions, guys. And, there's so many pictures of the Citadel, and you can see things like this, all sorts of stuff. And, of course, artifacts taken from the Citadel, these headdresses and stuff. Some of it, and pictures like this of what appears to be a Nazca being that is not all skeletal and everything. It's even got some color on it. Is this a fairly recently deceased Nazca mummy or Nazca being? Is this legit? Word on the street was that these artifacts were sold on the black market. A lot of these artifacts were sadly sold to the black market, along with apparently some of the bodies themselves. Word is that some of these were recovered. Some of the artifacts, at least, maybe some of the specimens. But it gets weirder because, the rumor was that they were encountering living beings at the Citadel. Crazy stuff, guys. Crazy stuff. Including fighting a mantis being, and I've shown that video several times. All sorts of stuff. All sorts of stuff. So, yeah, is Joyce actually going to get to go there? Is Joyce going to get to see the pyramid? Is the pyramid still there if it ever existed? If this pyramid ever existed, is he going to be able to study the alien writing? Of course, if this thing is mobile in any way, I don't think it's super huge. Has it been removed and sold onto the black market? Mario and the others didn't want to reveal the location of the Citadel because they didn't want it looted by rival Tomb Raiders. And some will say Mario is not a Tomb Raider, but he's been raiding the tomb, as have others. So they have discovered this amazing site. Like I say, like the most intriguing place on Earth where there might still be living beings running around amidst alien pyramids and so on. I can't wait for Joyce to go there. I can't wait for him to reveal whatever there is to reveal. From this crazy site where these beings that have been authenticated by over 50 doctors and scientists hailed from. Crazy stuff. Of course, they seem to have had a global presence as well. But yeah, the science on this is amazing. From Josh McDowell, an attorney who is the son of Dr. John McDowell, who is studying the mummies. He says, X-rays, CTs, MRIs have been done on many of the bodies. These images are not faked or manipulated. I've been in the room with 3 top U.S. forensic experts, a Peruvian surgeon and a Mexican forensic doctor, as imaging was done live on several bodies. And I reported on some of that at the time, the live imaging. This tridactyl has a broken leg and broken ribs, talking about these pictures. Let's see. Well, anyway, it is what it is. We have proposed a course of forensic examination and genetic testing to determine their nature. Peru does not have ancient DNA labs or state-of-the-art imaging modalities. Due to laws regarding cultural patrimony and international treaties and memos of understanding, we have been working to obtain permission from the Peruvian government Ministry of Culture to do a cooperative investigation that is both culturally sensitive and subject to peer review. And of course, there have been 2 peer-reviewed papers on the Nazca mummies so far. I love it. It's amazing. We've got bodies, y'all. We've got bodies. We've got non-human bodies that have been studied by scientists. We've got peer-reviewed papers. It's amazing, guys. We live in crazy times. But if a tree falls in the forest and nobody is there to hear it, does it make a sound? Well, we've got a big old UFO disclosure-shaped tree that has smashed into a forest very loudly, but is anybody listening? This should be worldwide news. This should be on every headline around the world. It should have been since its inception. It's so crazy. But meanwhile, somebody was asking me where some of these images of the textiles and so on come from, and the pottery depicting these beings. And of course, there's depictions of them around the world and on numerous, again, textiles and pottery and, petroglyphs. That's the wrong word. I just wanted to give an answer, a partial answer on where at least this image comes from of this winged being that is very, very similar to one of the Nazca mummies. It comes from the book by Jesus Cabrera, Diseño Gráfico Erecoco. Okay. I did the best I could, guys. I did the best I could. 2014, this is when the book came out. Now, if you want to see more of these images of these, this artwork depicting these, NHI, whatever they are, these hybrid beings, You can go check out that book. So, but yeah, I just wanted to give you a quick update, guys. Joyce Mantilla is going to the Citadel, and he is teasing it. That means he's confident about it. Maybe it's already happened. Who knows? I would love for this to be like a live thing. Of course, if it's live, it'll turn out like Geraldo going to Capone's vault. But fingers crossed, guys. I'm so pumped for this discovery. Will Joyce Mantilla stand before the pyramid? Will he fight a mantis being in the tomb? What will happen? Also, what do you think about this guy right here? Is this the finned being that Jaime Maussan was talking about? Looks very similar to Star Child and some of the other skulls. Less like some of the other Nazca mummies. Super intriguing. Obviously, the Virginia case happened in South America, not that far away from Peru. So, is there a connection? Well, that'd be really intriguing because there is a craft in the Virginia case. There's no known craft associated with the Nazca beings. So, this would add to our store of knowledge by a great deal on the Nazca beings if it can be linked to the Virginia beings. And I think in part it can, because we have that amazing artifact that looks like one of these guys. And I've shown it multiple times. I don't have it handy. But yeah, it's a little artifact that looks just exactly like that guy. Yeah, there seems to be a connection. Did the Nazca beings have access to craft? Man, we've got to know the answers to all of this stuff, guys. And, it gets weirder because, there's like the handbag of the gods potentially associated with some of this stuff. There was that handbag thing found and various other technologies that were located there. Let's see if I can find a image of the handbag. Yeah, there's one of the pieces of technology that was supposedly taken from the site. Here's the handbag. Wild stuff, guys. Wild stuff. Is that part of the handbag? That other thing that we were looking at? Yeah, I think so. Just amazing stuff, guys. We need answers to these questions. This is huge. Huge, guys. Look at these beautiful artifacts that were taken from there. I hope some of them are still around and are not in the black market. We live in such exciting times, guys. So let me know what you think about it all in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up. I sure appreciate it. Smash the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell, of course, to be notified of future videos. Support the channel by buying a t-shirt, becoming a channel member, and there's plenty of other videos on the channel. See you next time, guys. This is Jack. I can't talk with Cosmic Road signing out.